Hey, peace everybody. SC Johnson, Daily Kingdom Vitamin, and I'm getting it in. It's your life coach, Coach Bishop. Y'all know me as SC Johnson Senior. Thank you for letting me come into your life each day and just be a personal inspiration and impartation, information. Just this time I look forward to sharing with y'all. Comment below, man. Do me that favor and share the video, like the video. Prayerfully consider a love gift, man. Look at the website, scjohnsonsr.com. And also pray for me, but send me an email. Everything's on the website, man. But let's do life together. You know, I was thinking Daddy's demons in Exodus 34:7, on Numbers 14:18. I want to say Psalm 79 and verse 8. Those verses deal with how the Most High says he'll visit the iniquity of the fathers upon the sons to the third and fourth generation. Biblical generation, some say 40 years, some say 70, but let's take 40. Moses lived 3 generations then till he died at 120. But if you look at it, that means your child's child, right? Your child's child. Your choices have implications to your great grandchildren. And so we look in the Bible, Abraham lied to Abimelech. He was afraid because Abimelech was attracted to his wife Sarah, and Abraham denied, he denied that she was his wife and rather said she was his sister, which was truth in a sense because they were brother and sister and they shared the same father, incidentally. Of course, incest wasn't an issue then, but that was in Genesis chapter 20. But he denied that she was his wife, and he lied, and God had to shake Abimelech in his dream not to sleep with Abraham's wife. But we know that Isaac had his issues, and then we know that Jacob, his name was Trickster. He was actually a conspirator. He conspired along with his mom against Isaac. So lying kind of just passed down from Abraham to his sons. We know David had loose loins. You know, he had a problem with lust, young man, as we all do. For the most part, and but his great-grandmother was Rahab the harlot. She ran a brothel house. So we know that the sins of the parents, there's implications, and they come visiting, okay, visiting. In John, the 9th chapter, St. John, a man was born blind, and the people started asking, well, who did sin? Did he or his father sin? Because they still believed that the father's sin could have caused the blindness of the child. We know people maybe who out here having sexual intercourse and etc. And there's AIDS running around. And you can get AIDS and knowingly give it to people or unknowingly contract it, and then you choose to have a child and the child's born with AIDS. You know, that's kind of your fault in a sense, right? You drink and smoke during pregnancy and it can cause an issue with the child. Your father, you rape your own daughter, man, and force her to have a child. That ancestral relationship could cause the child to be mentally challenged, right? All right, so here's the thing. In Ezekiel 18:1-4, God told the prophet Ezekiel, he said, there's a proverb that the father have eaten sour grapes and the children's teeth are set on edge. It was a way of saying that it's been where the father's mistakes and sins have cost the children. But God told Ezekiel, he said, no longer use that proverb in Israel, the soul that sinneth, it shall surely die. Now God did away with, you know, the child suffering as a result of the dad's sin. Each person's judged by their own sins, right? But it doesn't negate the fact that Satan feels like if it's in the lineage, if it's in the posterity, I have a right to come challenge it. In other words, if dad was an alcoholic, he feels like that proclivity has passed down through the DNA, that natural tendency that sin runs rampant, just like sugar diabetes could be passed down through DNA. Wide hips, eye color, hair, athleticism, lack thereof, certain illnesses and character traits and eye color and body shape and size. That's all in the DNA, right? Well, also, so are mistakes and errors and doors opened by the parent. And that's why we have generational curses or generational incarceration, generational bad vices and habits, generational gamblers, people that are addicted to things, generational fathers who are not active in their children's lives, generational loose living morally from women, etc. You get the point, right? Well, here's the thing. We got to deal with daddy's demons and overcome them. We have to hear Satan knocking and saying, I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. And that's where the power of being filled with the Holy Spirit and the word of Yah and submitting to him, then you can resist the devil and he'll flee. But notice this, every age can't spell stage without age. So every age you turn is a new stage. So now it's difficult because you turned 30, you just turned 40, whatever. And out of nowhere, you're faced with challenges and mental temptations and things that just come out of nowhere, physical, mental, spiritual stuff that's challenging you. And you're wondering, where in the world did this come from? Well, it could have been your father or mother at that particular age opened up Pandora's box, and now that comes to challenge you. You're dealing with daddy's demons, and some of you have been frustrated because you're saying, this isn't who I am, this isn't how I act, and where's this coming from? And it's coming from the posterity over you. And so there are some 32 people over you in that 3 to 4 generations. Your mother's 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 mother, your father's mother's father's mother, your mother's father's father's father. And when you do this tree, there's 32 people. So that's why we don't know who was a witch in our family. We don't know who worked roots. We don't know, what great grandmama was doing secretly, in the back room and what was going on. And so there are 32 people who've opened up an attack that feels that it's authorized to be licensed to come and attack your well-being. And so you're dealing with daddy's demons, and the only way to do it is to have the Spirit of God. The Bible says, greater is he that's within you than he that's within the world. 1 John 4:4. We need the power of Yah to be able to deal with, conquer, and defeat daddy's demons. Every age, new stage. I'm praying for you. All right? Stay hidden in the Most High.